Hello, everybody. I hope y'all having a wonderful day. It's Monday. It is closing time for somebody out here in this world. So obviously, y'all can see who I'm talking about. The Sigorian that's on my screen. Well, it's on my thumbnail. So I don't know if y'all ever got a chance to go over there and see her latest My Jazzed Up Life. But baby did not know how to pronounce kimchi. She called it Kimi. I'm gonna tell y'all something. One thing. If you don't know how to pronounce something, it's cool. There's a lot of us don't know how to pronounce certain things. I would say that it's okay. Okay. But it's called kimchi. It's not kimichi. It's kimchi. So that's just a title. It's not kimchi. It's not kimichi. It's kimchi. Easy peasy. Maybe you did not know how to pronounce it because Chris told you, and Chris don't seem very smart himself. But I wanted to talk about the food. Okay, that is definitely a food stamp meal. Okay, I don't care what you say. Why is your kids not eating the exact same thing you're eating? I, I'm not judging nobody for food stamps. I think it's a wonderful thing if you need it. All right, it is. It's a wonderful thing, but it's not a wonderful thing when I'm sorry, y'all. It's not a wonderful thing when you don't need it. You get what I'm saying? Like I understand if you tell people, oh, babe got two jobs, babe got this, babe. I make more money than the average, right? Average 9 to 5, but you have to eat like this on a certain day or certain on that one week. You eat very well. I could see if y'all made this on them first. I could see that. I'm like, okay. Because this is a meal that I think I already have in my house. I have steak already at my house. I have noodles and I might not need to go to the store and get some green onions? Um, yeah, I have all this. I have eggs. I keep eggs in my house religiously. But yeah, it threw me off of how you could not pronounce kimchi. I'm still baffled, y'all. Y'all watching? It's like, why are you still on it? Because she has a funny way of clowning people on these YouTube streets or trying to downplay when people point her out, but she don't know how to pronounce kimchi. I will say this: you such a college graduate, you should be able to understand the breakdown words. But that's all. I didn't come on here to really talk about um, the kimichi. I'm talking more on the cooking for those two and not for the children. I never forget, and I'm going to tell you a family story. I never forget the time that my mom was dating her husband now. And hey, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing great. Don't call me now. Please don't. But anyway, um, I remember when I was a kid and they was just started dating, he came in the house with steak and potatoes and maybe like some vegetables he cooked for my mom and us. And be honest with you, I don't remember my mom ever feeding us steak like that. Maybe it was like cube steaks, or I never realized eating a steak in that form. And y'all, I'm about 8 now. Okay, so basically, it was like pork chops, hot dogs. You know, my mom would cook, but it was never like that. And he made us our own whole potato, and he just did that, and he still does that today. Um, he still feeds us like He makes big portions. And it was just me and my brother and my mom. And we all had our own steak, you know. But it's just crazy that you made a steak for your kiddos. That's crazy to me. And I'm very disgusted at this best. At its best. That you would really make that for them. You said that you made them something because your kids could eat basic noodles. They will enjoy that. That would have been a different experience, a different, it would have been something different for them instead of just ramen noodles or, ramen noodles. I'm still thrown off with the steak and the eggs and the presentation, and your kids get, I'm sorry, slop. Are you punishing them because their father went to Vegas? You could not, and then it's probably another week until they get over there. Are you upset with Philip? Because that meal gave me F those kids. That meal gave me, I don't like these kids at this moment. Because me, as a mother, whatever I put in my mouth for dinner, my kiddos eat that for dinner. I don't care how young they are. If I'm eating a steak, they eat a steak. If they're eating hot dogs, I'm eating a hot dog. That's what we do. That's called a family. It's not called me and Babe and Stinkabug. It's called a family. That's the reason why I feel like now, as I'm looking at your thing, I see why families don't mess with each other. And I see why there's favoritism, because that is the reason why. You're choosing your man over your kids. And now, yeah, y'all probably wanted something different, but it was just how your child in the background looked at the stove. Now, I would never came on here if I never saw your children walk across and look over at the stove. I personally would never make this video. Because that looked like, is there anything else for me? Can I have some? You made 4 packs of noodles. Because you did say, well, Chris made 2 things of noodles. And I'm assuming 2 things of noodles apiece. Or did you just have 1 pack of noodles and he had 2? That is very mean and hateful. Kids see that. Kids see that. Kids see mom eats better food than we do. For some odd reason, I feel like your children ate 1 box of Tony Pizza, and it was cheese. That I'm getting that vibe. Or Hot Pockets, breakfast sandwiches. I'm getting that vibe from you. I'm not getting that you took your time to make them a decent meal. Yes, that's your food stamp day. We all know it was food stamp day. That explains why he was all in the camera these 2 days. He was whistling. He was excited because he was gonna run up that food stamp card. Never seen a man smile so much until it's food stamp day at your house. Never seen him trying to make a meal out of nothing. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. When he first got there, he got to play nice. You didn't have very much, but he tried to make food out of nothing. And the sad part about it is, your kids would notice it before you would notice it. You have to do better as a mother. You're going to eventually have grandchildren. and you look back and your children are doing the exact same thing to their grandchildren, your grandchildren, you most likely going to look at it with disgust. But you've been doing it all their life. You've been only feeding a man better than you feed your children. Your kids are like 10, 6. Why they still eating basic stuff for dinner? Mac and cheese and what I'm trying to get my words right because I'm really mad at this time, at this moment. Like, you just fed them meatless spaghetti. Yeah, you posted it. Hey y'all, we having meatless spaghetti, but you and your man got enough meat over there for a family of 6. Everybody could have been eating some noodles if you put all those noodles together, and you cut up, maybe make enough eggs if the kids like it, so everybody can get that experiment of that dish, because you never know, they might enjoy it. It's wonderful flavors in that one dish alone, and you're telling me that your kids wouldn't like that? Even if you put it aside and put it in separate, like the noodles and the veggies and the steak, you could have done that. Everybody could have ate. Because basically you're slicing up the meat, you have the noodles, you have the veggies, you have the double protein, the eggs, and y'all couldn't share with the kids. You couldn't share that little bit of different culture, because that is a Korean dish. Not That's a Korean dish. But let me get off of here, y'all. I'm very highly disgusted how that little girl looked over at that stove. And yeah, I'm just very highly frustrated. Because no little kid should ever look at a stove and be wondering, can I get some? Oh, she don't come on here and talk about, they ate already. I feed my kids. Okay, cool. Y'all have a wonderful day. Let me get off of here. I'm finished ranting. I'm finished being upset about that food. But y'all have a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of your Monday. Bye.